Hello everyone, it's me, Patricia, and yeah, we're back after a short absence. We're back after a bit of an absence. Mainly that was due to overall sickness, allergies, and let's not get into the whole, female things. But, we're back, and today I wanted to revisit my Meet the Alters video. And the reason for that is because, one, the format has obviously changed, and two, there are some new things that came to light as of probably the last month or so. So as you guys probably remember from Nikolai's Meet the Alters video, I changed the format to having every one of us answer a series of questions, just so our videos and our information are mostly consistent. So yeah, I guess let's do the whole question and answer thing. Question 1. What is your name? Well, I kind of already told you that. You guys already know. My name is Patricia. Pat, whatever. Nothing too crazy. Question 2. How old are you? Well, me personally, I'm about 23, though I apparently age slide down to somewhere in the teens. And I'll get a little more into that probably towards the end of this. And, you guys will probably understand a little bit better as to why, I age slide down to probably anywhere from 16, 17, maybe even younger than that, but nowhere before the teens. Question 4. What's your gender? Or gender identity? Well, for me, I'm a trans female. And to those of you that don't know what that is, well, I really don't think I should have to explain it, because I'm pretty sure most people know what that is. But either way, yeah, trans female. There you go. Question 4. Describe what you look like in the inner world. Alright, so despite the fact that you guys see, that particular picture up there, that's pretty much what I look like, what the body looks like when I have free roam to do whatever I want, jewelry, hair, whatever. And even since that picture, the body's hair has grown quite a bit. But anyway, in the inner world, I have a similar type of hair to the body. Like, my hair is naturally kind of a soft, curly, kind of almost wavy in a sense, but it has more curl to it. Though in the inner world, my hair is actually quite a bit longer. It reaches probably about to my shoulder blades, though most of the time I keep it up just for simplicity's sake. I wear a green tunic. Sleeves are about 3/4 length. It has essentially what would be considered a popped collar, but not really. I wear a leather belt, like an old style, non-buckled leather belt. I wear a set of dark trousers with knee-high leather boots that I have cuffed. My skin is darker than the body skin. It's actually kind of more like a caramel, or like a bit of a darker than caramel tone, I suppose. My eyes are different. I have heterochromia in a world. One eye is brown, my left eye is brown, and my right eye is actually an amber, like a really honey gold kind of color. So one of my parts, old Pat, the previous host, was looked very much like the body, had brown eyes and so on and so forth. But me, the other part of me, had golden eyes. That's pretty much it. So question 5. How do you feel about the people or the world at large? Well, let's be honest here. I don't I mean, aside from the people that I'm close to, I feel kind of like the people of this world. I don't know, I feel like they're a little more selfish, and that's not saying that everyone is. It's just, it's a pattern that I've noticed. That everyone's more concerned with what they have, what they can get, and what they can get out of certain situations. And it's understandable, but I'm not going to get into a, whole political rant or anything about that. That's not what we're here for. So, yeah, no, I feel like the people of this world are a little more self-driven, I suppose. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But, the world at large, for as long as I can remember, this world has felt foreign to me. I mean, granted, I love, the modern innovations in technology and all that, but I don't like how far everything is removed from nature. Like, the part of me that is old Pat really didn't like getting their hands dirty, not at all. I still have a little bit of that, so I kind of have a little bit of an aversion to it, but part of me wants to be very in tune with nature. Like, if there's a thunderstorm, I will go out there. I will leave my phone in the house. I'll go outside, and I'll just take off my shoes, my socks, put on a nice pair of shorts, and just essentially dance in the rain in circles. It's actually really fun. Even though I have to make sure I bring a towel and leave it right by the door. But anyway, yeah, that's about how I feel. Question 6. What is your musical taste like? So me, overall, I have a very strong affinity for kind of like goth, gypsy-ish music. Very spiritual sounding stuff for the most part, though I tend to listen to a broad variety of music. Heck, just earlier today, I was listening to some, was it Tibetan throat singing or was that Mongolian? I mean, either way, I was listening to like this throat singing metal band. That was pretty cool. But even before that, like probably 20 minutes prior, I was listening to Pink. So I can go from one genre to another, providing it's not too fast. And finally, in terms of the questions, describe yourself in 3 words. Depressed? I mean, yes, but no, but yes. What? Screw it, whatever. Depressed is one of the words. Depressed? Because, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much in this world that it lacks compared to what I'm used to. Even now, after being host for over 10 years at this point? Oh no, it's probably been about 10 years. Probably been about 10 years. In about 3 months, in September, it'll be 10 years. I guess another word would be hopeful. I'm hopeful that not just me and the world itself, but like us as a system. I'm hopeful that we're able to, come together in a way that I want us to come together in a way that makes up for the fact that we're kind of all stuck together. And I mean, I love every single one of, the others, but sometimes it can be a little frustrating, like dealing with a roommate, but, it is what it is. And a final word? Emotional. Oh, I will tell you, emotional is like the perfect word. I mean, another runner-up would be loving as well, but I feel like emotional fits better simply because I have access to a lot of emotions that I didn't have access to previously. And to cap off this video, I'm gonna kind of tell you what I learned, I suppose. I mean, I kind of gave it away for the most part earlier, but I learned recently that I am an integrated part. And what I mean by that is that I am comprised of 2 parts. So one part is old Pat, our previous host, who hasn't really been, like, who technically has been around through me, but not really. Okay, long story short. Old Pat and I, well, old Pat and old me, whatever. Pat, our previous host, and the old version of me before integrating. Yeah, we obviously integrated. I started off, for as long as I can remember, probably the first year of my existence was as a fragmented part. Which means I served a specific purpose, and that was to just deal with everything that was hard in life with a numb, uncaring facade. And it worked for quite a while until I obviously developed further and started developing emotions of my own, and I kind of found that I enjoyed spending time in the outside world. Because all this was new. Like, cell phones, computers, cars. I mean, I'd only gotten a glimpse of those essentially before I was created, or not created, but before I formed. And even then, it was all terrifying skyscrapers and jet planes and all this crazy stuff. But anyway, so old Pat, or Pat, our previous host, they were, like, I say that I'm depressed, and I'm pretty sure anyway, that it's mostly due in part to our previous host. On top of, other things from my past and what led up to my forming. But anyway, old Pat was very depressed. And they were considering harming the body and eventually escape from this world. Like, permanent. So, it got to the point where they had made an attempt. I had come out and stopped said attempt. I'm not sure if they understood or even heard me. But I remember specifically saying, "This is not a good idea. I don't want to go." And in that sense, I was a protector. Because this was during the time of everyone else, or mostly everyone else that is currently in the system now, they were dormant. And they would probably be dormant for another 5, 6, however many years. And our inner world, I mean, what I remember from, Pat's memories, our previous host, from what I remember from their memories, our inner world was basically a crypt. From what I remember from old me's memories, the inner world was just black. It was just a void. There was nothing there. But as time went on, I became the host because I was more equipped to deal with the world. And shortly after, our previous host kind of said that they were done. That they just didn't feel like they were needed anymore, and that I obviously did a better job at dealing with people and the world around me. So, probably about a year after I became host, Pat ended up integrating. And I remember feeling very sad about that, and I'm still kind of sad about that because I just recently recovered those memories. But either way, that's pretty much what I discovered. I don't know too much else, and I'm honestly not sure why I was allowed to keep that memory, or to keep all those memories, really. But I guess I'll chalk it up to the fact that, that I was ready for that. But yeah, I hope you guys, kind of liked the fact that I revisited my own intro, and I hope you guys, I don't know, I hope you guys found my weird, disjointed style of recounting my memories, because they're all kind of out of order and disjointed at this point. Either way, guys, I think that's it. I need to go do things, and hopefully you guys have a wonderful day.